What's going on, world? It's your boy DJ321 back at it again for Forever Entertainment Media.com. On the phone lines, got my girl Aimee Terrin'S. Aimee, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How's it going over there?
I'm doing all right. We was talking off air, and 80 degrees in Cali, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful day. I said don't be jealous, but it's beautiful. Yeah, sun's out, can't complain.
Oh man, it's kind of hard not to be jealous. You got nice weather over there, and I got snow.
Well, come on over.
You know what? I'm about to book a flight after we do this interview, okay?
Got an extra room.
We'll come up with the rent prices after the interview, okay?
All right, we'll talk about that later.
No doubt. Now, just give the people a brief background on who Aimee is and how you got your start in the music game.
All right. Well, let's see. I was classically trained started taking lessons at age 6. So I took piano lessons. I started taking vocal lessons. Started with the piano, doing all the classical stuff. And really, I just wanted to learn how to play piano, basically to accompany myself, because I was already starting to write songs when I was really little. So, by the time I was probably 8, 9, I started taking a real love to the old standards, like, Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, Carmen McRae, all the great vocalists. And from there, I loved blues. I took a real liking to blues and jazz, and then from there, R&B and classic rock. So it's kind of like a melting pot of everything. Just the artist that I am today, I've taken a lot of those different elements and added them into my own music. That's why I'm a pretty diverse artist. A lot of people are confused, like, well, we see that you got a #1 song on the jazz charts, or you got the #1 hip-hop. Well, I don't like to, hold myself into something, I'm just everything. I like to do all kinds of music. So, and let's see, after that, 2001, DJ Jazzy Jeff had heard some of my music and flew me out to Philadelphia. And it was there that I made a 5-song demo. I worked with his production team at the time, which was Touch of Jazz. Mm-hmm. And there were about 6 different guys. And made a 5-song demo, came back to Los Angeles, and was lucky enough that Dr. Dre heard the music and actually loved the demo, had me come down to Record One, which is his studio,
right? And
asked me to play the piano and sing, and I was in the studio the next day, so that was a great experience. Didn't work out, but it was a good experience.
But you got to meet an icon in the game right now.
Say that again?
I said, but you got to meet like an icon and a legend in the game right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I was blessed because, looking back, it wasn't the right label for me per se. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of respect for Dre, but I probably would have respected him more if he put out the album. But, right. I had finished my album in about 3 months. And, we did the whole, 9 yards. We took the pictures. He sent me on a vacation, the whole thing. But it just, for whatever reason, it didn't work out. Right. But I was able to work with Rakim, which I really love. I got a record out with him. And I learned from a lot of really great producers. So I produced my own music. And taking some time off of that label really helped me hone my skills as an artist. So as far as the production side goes. So, yeah, it was a great experience.
Wow. Now, you mentioned you started writing songs at a very early age. Like, do you remember the first song you wrote?
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I think it was a Dukes of Hazzard song. I don't even know. No, I'm not going to sing it. My friend's telling me to sing the song. No way. What I used to do is, seriously, I would have one of those little Casio, I had a piano, but when I was sitting by the television set, mm-hmm. I would listen to the commercials, and I would play along with them and try to make up my own commercials.
Wow.
So it was like on that kind of a tip. It was like, we're not writing extravagant compositions here. It was just like little things. But as I got older, my first real song I wrote was probably when I was about 10, which was more of a serious song. So, yeah, you're not going to get to hear that one, though. Maybe one day.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of serious song can you write at 10 years old?
Yeah, well, serious meaning it was not a commercial type thing. It was definitely where I really tried to put a little more skill into it,
Right. You sing about adding, subtracting, multiplication, stuff like that?
No. Carry the fun. 2 goes into 2. Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, you mentioned about, you getting the chance to meet Dr. Dre, work with Rakim. What was it like being in the studio recording with the legendary Rakim?
Oh, my God. I mean, you're talking about a lyrical genius here. I mean, one of the premier MCs of all time, right? And
Right.
I'm just sitting there, and I remember I'm such a huge hip-hop fan, and Paid in Full is one of my favorite all-time hip-hop albums. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, and I was working with him on the night of it was my birthday, and I remember Dre had said, "What are you doing tonight?" And I said, "Well, I don't know, it's just my birthday." He goes, "Well, you need to come into the studio if you want to work." I'm like, "Well, who am I working with?" "Rakim." "Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll cancel my plans." So I went down there, and let me just tell you something. He's probably one of the nicest people I've ever worked with.
Wow.
Completely humble, down to earth. And, here I'm thinking to myself, I'm just Aimee. Just who am I working with this guy? And he's giving me that same respect, saying, "Wow, I'm working with you. I love your work."
Mm-hmm.
So it was just crazy to me. And I'm looking at him like, wow, I don't even know if I can do. I'm thinking to myself, I'm so nervous. But he's like, "No, man, you're killing it. You're doing fine. Just do your thing." So he made me real comfortable. And like I said, he's just the nicest guy, probably the nicest guy I've ever worked with.
Wow. Most artists really can't say that. So I know that had to be that was a great birthday gift, I have to say.
It was one of the best birthday gifts. I'll never forget it. Yeah,
Most
absolutely.
definitely.
We did a song together called "When You Die."
Okay. Is that on your album?
You can, the album that I put out for now, it's called Perfect Imperfection. You can check it out on CD Baby. You can also probably Google or anything, Aimee, Terrin'S plus Rakim, it'll come up.
Okay. Now, you chose to go a different route than what basically every artist or aspiring artist chose. They want to get signed to a major label, and put out an album, have much success, platinum records. But you chose to go the independent route. What was the influence behind that decision?
You mean after the whole Dre thing?
Right.
Well, my thing is, music is not what it used to be as far as the labels go and everything, and times have changed. We have such more at our fingertips as far as the internet goes and the digital media route. 10 years ago, I'd sit in my car, I'd be in my car, I burned all my CDs, and I'd drive miles and miles to, get somebody my CD, just put it in their hands,
Right.
And now you're putting miles on, the internet superhighway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's totally different. And so for me, I'm thinking, because I'm an artist, I've written and produced over 100 songs. It's like, why would I sign to a label right now? I mean, you're not going to get the money that you probably deserve. So I'm really more doing just the indie thing, maybe get a distribution deal. That's kind of the route I'm focusing on right now.
And it's funny because I tell artists that all the time. You don't want to sign to a label because half the new artists, well, not even half, all the new artists they sign, they wind up being in the red with the label.
Absolutely, yeah. And then you got to deal with all the shit like, okay, well, now that I'm not on that label, where are my masters? Can I get that from you? Can I license this song? Can I do that? It's just a big, big headache. So, I don't know. I don't have the answers. I mean, honestly, a lot of times you get so discouraged with stuff and you see yourself really doing well on indie charts. I mean, I just looked the other day on MySpace. I was #1 unsigned artist on the MySpace charts.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah. So, and then this was crazy, and then I went to the unsigned songs, artist with the songs, and out of 10 songs, I had about 6 songs there.
Wow.
Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It was crazy.
Wow.
So you have the MySpace charts too. But like I said, I'll be looking at this stuff going, well, where the hell? Where's my distribution deal? What's going on? So there's got to be more to what I'm doing, and I've got to start thinking outside of the box even more than I have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get together a video right now. So for Handle Your Business, which is the single we've been pushing.
Okay.
So
now let's talk a little bit about the single "Handle Your Business." What influenced the song, and how did the concept come together?
Who influenced or what? Yes, the many winners that I've met in my lifetime. Yes, the men that I love to hate. People are like, "Oh, you're you're a male basher. You're this and that. I'm like, listen, somebody already gave love a bad name.
Right.
Just ask Bon Jovi, you know. I mean, we've all done it. We've all written songs like this. It's really a woman's anthem. It's about these men out there who just are not handling their shit. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
They're not handling their business. So that's really, it's an aggressive hip-hop, kind of rock, kind of alternative-sounding song. And most of the women that hear this just are like, it empowers them, makes them feel good, and makes the guys feel like, damn, we need to be doing something.
Right, you got to step it up.
Yeah, we've got to step it up, for sure. So this is the song that was actually predicted by Dre to be the number one single. When I worked with George Clinton, I remember him hearing it, and he flipped out over it. I mean, everyone that's heard it, so it's kind of like you kind of have to go with what people are saying. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't always my favorite song.
Right.
But it's grown on me. Mm-hmm. It has. So, you know, and then when I put it on the charts, it's like on these one charts, I've got my music on independentartistcompany.com. And, I mean, you've got people like Gnarls Barkley on there. You've got known artists and you have unknown artists. It's been 28 weeks at number one. Wow. It's crazy. So it hasn't moved. So this is definitely the single we're pushing, and I know people are going to love it, especially the women. So, yeah, check it out.
No doubt. Every man should handle their business, though. That should be their goal. Always handle business.
Should. You sound like you can handle your business.
Oh, I try. My father raised me. That was his motto. He said, son, no matter what it is that you do, just make sure you handle your business.
Oh, yeah, or he'd whoop you into shape real quick, right?
What? He wouldn't whoop me. He'd just hit me in my chest. He upgraded from the belts. He just hit me in my chest, and I would straighten up.
Knock the wind out of you?
Knock the wind, the soul, skin, everything off of me.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Well, you sound like a nice guy, so, and I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I thank you for calling in as always. Now, give out the MySpace, Facebook, all the websites where people can reach you at.
What you can do is go to AimeeTerrin.com. It's AIMEETERRIN, AimeeTerrin.com. That's just a page with all of my links. There you can click on anything. You can hear my music. You can buy my album on cdbaby.com. You can go to YouTube. I just recently won an Akon type of a competition, and I flew out to Toronto and sang live for him.
Wow.
That's also on YouTube. Just put in Aimee Terrin plus Hit Lab, and you can see the whole performance, which is really cool. And, everything's there at your fingertips, so you can check it out, my music. And like I said, just pay attention for that. Handle your business. It's going to be tearing up the airways and tearing up your ear holes.
Most definitely. Aimee, now, one quick question before I let you go.
Yeah.
You met Dr. Dre, you work with Rakim, George Clinton, you write songs, produce. What is next for Aimee Terrin?
What is next? What is next?
Yeah.
You know what? That's a great question. I'm going to see who wants to work with me. I just keep doing my thing. And a lot of times I've been blessed with people coming and trying to getting a hold of me, which is crazy. So I just do my thing. I get into the studio. I record my own music. But anybody out there who wants to work and collaborate, I'm always down to do it. Next step is to just be world domination, my friend.
Okay. Pinky in the brain, nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get out there. You know what? I just make music because I want people to love my music, so and to feel what I'm doing. So
right.
I'm just hoping everybody likes it.
Most definitely, Aimee. Thank you once again for calling in, and we're gonna see you on the top.
Thank you, and I'm going to come see you. I'm going to bring some of that sunny weather out there.
Oh, no. I'm going to come see you. You don't want to see the snow.
You're all like, just hit me up. Let me know.
Most definitely.